We appreciate Mally's. They are a proud sponsor of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And between the holidays, which are right around the corner, nothing says celebration like the perfect treat. And let's be real, finding that go-to gift or special indulgence for yourself can be overwhelming. Between generic options and mass-produced candy that just doesn't hit the same, it's easy to settle for less when all you want is something truly special. That's where Malley's chocolates come in, Cleveland's favorite chocolatier since 1935. And this year, they're celebrating 90 years of making Northeast Ohio's sweetest moments even sweeter. Their incredible selection covers everything from chocolate-covered pretzels to Buckeyes to Billy Bob's Malley-O's, pumpkin spice truffles, chocolate-covered grapes, chocolate-covered strawberries, you name it, they got it. Celebrate 90 years of Cleveland's sweetest tradition with Malley's chocolates. Visit one of their 18 Northeast Ohio locations or shop online at malleys.com. That's MALLEYS.com. Taste the tradition. Taste Malley's.
What is a Billy Bob, by the way? I never heard of those.
I will look it up. I don't know, but I will get an
I know
answer.
what everything else is, but I got to find out what a Billy Bob. Do you guys know what a Billy Bob is?
No, Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. And then Billy Bob from
I was going to say the same thing.
what was that football movie with the coach who's a real jerk, played by John Voight?
No, I don't know.
Billy Bob was the offensive line. Varsity Blues.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that is right.
Blues.
Yes. No, I know Varsity
Billy
Blues.
Bob, Billy Bob.
I will figure out what Billy Bob is.
What happened to that actor, by the way? Sorry, Mike.
I'll
1
figure it
second. What happened to that actor who played Billy Bob? I mean, we haven't seen him in anything since.
I got to see what he looked like because I haven't seen Varsity Blues in so long.
Remember the girl in that gorgeous who wears the whipped cream bikini?
Yeah.
You remember that
was
scene?
Crazy.
She's now, all these years later, I had never seen her. She's now on that show Landman with Billy Bob Thornton. How about that? Brings it all the way around.
6 degrees of Billy Bob. It's crazy.
Is crazy. That was fire, actually. Low key.
So,
all right, Mike,
guys, earlier this week, it really happened on Sunday,
Yeah.
but after the Dolphins lost to the Chargers, Tua Tagovailoa called out some of his teammates for being late to team meetings.
Yeah.
And then since then, he's been under a firestorm. It got to the point where yesterday at his normal Wednesday press conference, he had to issue an apology. I want to play that apology, then I got a question following that up. But this is Tua at his weekly press conference apologizing to his own teammates.
All right, so, I, as a leader of this team, of the Miami Dolphins, the comments that had been said, I would say I've made a mistake, and I'm owning up to that right now. I've talked to guys on the team about it, talked to the leaders about it, and that they know my heart. They know that the intent was right, but no matter the intent, the intent can be right, but when things get misconstrued or however the media wants to portray it, that leaves a void of silence and a lot of questions for the guys on our team. Now, being 1-5, we talk a lot about, all right, we got to get this going. We got to get this going. Come in excited to go to work. Forget about the noise. And I feel like I just added onto that for our guys. For myself, I got to look at myself as the leader, protecting the team. I don't feel like I did that to the best of my abilities. I felt like I let the emotions of the game get to me after the game. And, that's something that I can learn from as a leader on this team. And what happens in-house should be protected. And none of that should have gotten out. And so want to publicly apologize about that. Want to move forward. And now want to focus on the Cleveland Browns.
So I want to ask you guys, and Tyvis, I want to start with you on this. When something like that happens inside a locker room gets out to the point where the quarterback, the face of the franchise, has to publicly apologize, do you think that ignites a team like Miami and the Browns will see the good version of Tua on Sunday? Or does this mean all hell's breaking loose inside the locker room, the ship is crumbling, it's sinking, and the Browns are going to get a bad version of Tua in this offense?
Honestly, I think that the ship is sinking, and what's going to happen is the Browns could really jump on this early. I think right now the Dolphins are in that mindset of they need a spark. They need something to hold them going, to keep them motivated for this season. But if the Browns come out there and go 7-0, 14-0, you could watch this whole thing crumble right before your very eyes. I know they had the Tyreek Hill injury. When Tua said them comments, like the first thing I thought was, bro, you should have kept that in. That's some stuff you keep in the locker room. I get, you're trying to call people out, but like it makes the team look bad. It make you look bad because it's like, you the leader of the team and you calling the meeting and people not coming to the meeting that you called. That means that they don't respect you. So like that's what that means to me. And then it makes Mike McDaniel look bad because it's like he ain't got no control over what's going on. And players got to have player only meetings. Like he got no control over the whole thing. So the whole thing is on fire right now. And they looking for a little raindrop to like cool it off a little bit. And if they can find that against the Browns, maybe that could change the things. I'm not saying they're going to the playoffs by any means, but right now they want to be bad. Like in their mind, it's like the season's over with. The Browns can put the final nail in the coffin if they go out there and handle business. So I think that it's imperative that the Browns get off to a really good start in this game.
Hey, man, look, man, I learned something today, man. I learned nobody on the Miami Dolphins could work on UCSS because if they was talking about people getting called out, we get called out on air. You come right on in. Hey, bro, where was you at? Hey, you was out of here. What are you doing? Tyvus, where you at? He in Trimble County. He ain't even up here yet. He ain't even here yet, right? So we
Jay, shut up so somebody else can talk, will ya?
Bull. Just stop. Listen, hey, I'm cutting your mic. See, up here, we live our lives right on reality TV, and I like it just like that. But here's the thing, though, Tua. You got to realize if you're not getting no wins and you're not nice, they know how they're going to roll with you.
Yeah.
You mid-sauce, you medium sauce. And I never understood why BW3 is so mild and medium sauce. It's the same thing. There is no temperature gauge in that. And that's what it's like to have two at quarterback. Mild, mid, who knows? It's like, like this just shows you when you call somebody up and you be like, oh, yeah, let's have a team meeting. When Tom Brady called people up, even the coaches show for players meetings. Players only. Assistant coaches got to show up too.
Yeah.
This guy called a meeting and it was nasty. Like, no, we're not showing up. Now, here's the problem. Tyvus is absolutely correct. They are ready to give up, Bull. They ready to fold the tents up. They don't like the quarterback. The coach is on the ropes. The Cleveland Browns should be smelling blood in the water. This is a game that Kevin Stefanski is supposed to be pulling out his best stuff.
Yeah.
All the stops to get them up out of here and get a victory.
All right, a couple of quickies before I dive into this. Number one, Buffalo Wild Wings, maybe the worst wings I've ever had.
Hey, you're right.
I agree.
You're right.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, you're right.
The fact that we're all on the same page in this is amazing.
I don't know
they
why.
are terrible.
They're not well done enough.
I'm more of a Wingstop kind of guy.
The flavor.
Wingstop wings are fire.
Yes.
Let's be real. Wingstop has real wings.
Listen, we had wings this weekend, or at least Mike and I don't know if you had any.
Yeah, I had some of them wings.
But we had wings at Sweet Pork Wilson's on Sunday. I mean,
elite wings.
Smoked
kidding
wings.
me?
They smoke them and do something else to them.
And if you want to go to a chain
was
for
they
wings,
fried hard?
Bro, they were smoked.
they were.
Smoked and
I was
fried.
eating like a
fried.
mental patient.
They had so when you bit it, it crunched.
Yeah, smoked and fried. Smoked and fried.
And that's hard to do.
If you have to go to a chain, this is a smaller chain, but like Boss Chicken and Beer, have you ever been there?
I like those
I've never
too.
been
I like
there.
them wings.
There's one out in Avon. There's one on the east side, or maybe not Avon. Maybe it's Bay Village. I can't remember, but their wings are really good.
Am I the only person that don't like? We're gonna get back on track. I promise. I promise. Am I the only person that do not like dinosaur wings? I like baby chickens.
Dinosaur wings?
I don't like when people's wings you get them and it look like a turkey drumstick. I'm like that's way too. That's
you
like
talking about the whole
pieces?
bird?
The wings too
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's do overtime on wings.
Okay, so we'll
Let's
get back to
spend-
wings.
let's spend all of
I was
overtime
going to
on
move on
wings.
from wings anyway,
Yeah.
but all right. So first of all, I take issue with the way Mike said that Tua had to apologize. I give it. He wanted to apologize. I don't think anybody forced him to apologize. Do you?
There was a lot of public pressure on Tua for calling his own teammates
I don't
out.
know. I thought he was sincere in what he had to say. Listen, Tua's a mid-sauce quarterback. She's right.
Uh-huh.
But I give him credit. A lot of people are going to criticize him for what he said originally. We want players to be honest. We get pissed off because Kevin Stefanski says nothing.
Right.
He gives you nothing. I'm not going to kill Tua, and I'm not a big Tua guy, but I'm not going to kill him. He was pissed. At least I know he cares.
Right.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
If nothing else, I could say I know Tua cares because when the game was over, he was pissed. And, like, I didn't hear the whole thing. Maybe he didn't mention himself. Like, if you're going to rip your teammates, you got to rip yourself, too.
All he said was that he says, we got to be better. Guys, when we call player meetings, guys are not showing up to the meetings.
So what's wrong with that?
Showing up late to the meetings.
He's right.
I mean, yeah, but, like.
But I'm just saying.
Why you got to say that, though? Like,
is it really that big a deal? He didn't call anybody out by name.
True. He didn't call them out by name, but, like.
Now,
like that, I just feel like we could.
So let me.
You know what we could do? We
Yeah.
could on Monday. We can come to the team meeting. You say, "Hey, coach, before you address the team, I got some stuff I want to say."
Right,
and you
right,
handle it in the team meeting.
I hear
don't
you,
think you
but,
need
like,
to go tell the world like that because now everybody's like, "Well,
Who's
it's
he talking about?
It's on, yeah."
It led to questions. He obviously didn't mean it to go that way, but he was frustrated in the moment.
If it was-
and I'm just not going to rip him for that.
If it was Patrick Mahomes,
Right,
we
exactly.
would.
Yeah,
if
but-
Patrick Mahomes called like Rashee Rice out, or you know, like a backup tight end like Broadcast is coming late.
I just don't.
if Tom Brady could say anything to anybody and nobody would criticize
But Tom
him.
Brady's never ripped anybody.
Yes, he has.
In the media?
Oh, I don't know about the media.
Yeah, I would have to go back and look.
Tom Brady preaches about being the reason that I was so good is because I wanted to be a great teammate.
But you see him,
He's not about to
screaming
go
at
out.
teammates on the
Yeah, but
sideline.
that's different though. Like I'm not about to go in the press conference and be like,
Well, do you
Again-
think that leads Tua to play better on Sunday now that it's cleared, or do you think
No,
it shows signs of everything
Well,
else?
I'll tell you. I'll give you the early preview because I know people are holding their breath for this. I actually think for the first time this season, I'm picking the Browns to win a game. I've picked them to lose every game so far this season, but this week I'm going to pick them to win because we have this may be the first time in the this is my 14th season covering the Browns, I think. Might be the first time that I could easily say that the Browns' opponent is more dysfunctional than the Browns.
I'm gonna say this. And I'm not. And look, Bull, he threw on names out with people and different things.
Yeah.
If Kevin Stefanski and the Browns lose this game,
Oh boy.
let me just tell you something right now. I ain't hearing nothing else. It's time to go.
Oh,
yeah.
it's on the rundown for tomorrow. What
Well,
happens if the Browns lose?
I don't think Kevin Stefanski. I think Mike McDaniel could very well get fired if they lose this game.
I think both coaches.
I don't think
they're
Kevin-
not going to fire Kevin.
He
mid-season.
could. I don't think Kevin Stefanski is going to get fired immediately if they lose this game. But to me, I think this is what you're getting to, G, and I agree. If he loses this game, it's like right now we've had Jason and we had Ross Tucker who are saying, there's wins out there. They can win 5 or 6. If you lose this game, you ain't winning 5 or 6.
When it comes from a talent,
This is the beginning of the end for him, if nothing else, if they lose.
like I just feel like this is the most evenly talent match because their offense is
Decent.
They got some players, but our defense is what keeps us going.
Right.
Flip it on the other side of the ball. Their defense is trash.
And so is the Browns'
and
offense.
Our offense is trash.
Right,
so
right,
this
right.
is strictly
Ty,
about.
take a look at this graphic. This is the NFL ranks of the Browns' offense and Miami's defense.
Yeah.
It's the toilet bowl.
Oh my gosh, man! Listen, I'm gonna keep it real.
That's nasty work.
I would literally. I'm not gonna lie. I would literally.
It's gonna be a mob if we lose this.
I
game.
literally would consider. I would literally consider getting rid of him mid-season. He loses.
I mean, if they can't get 20 points in this game,
Either that.
they're not going to get it all season.
Let me see that again. Let me see that one more time.
Dude, in this game,
Hold on one sec.
Quinshon Judkins,
They better run the ball.
25 carries.
Yeah, they better run the ball. they last in giving up yards rushing. Oh yeah, they got to run.
And let's be
you got
clear.
to run the ball.
And let's be clear, man. Like I be hating when people be acting like the running game is like 2021 running game. Like we just run the ball because we got to. Me and Tyvus did a field breakdown yesterday, and every single route we looked at, we was like, is that a tight end or a receiver?
That's a shame.
And I said, yeah, we were like, yeah, that's Harold Fanning. Yeah, that's David Njoku.
They Blake. Wait, what's the dude?
Blake
Whitehurst.
Lionheart was
Yeah.
out there.
right, yeah.
And we're like, we're not running 12 or 13 personnel to try to confuse people. We're running it because we don't have receivers.
That is correct. That is correct.
It was nasty work.
Yeah.
Nasty work.
Listen, I would really consider. I really would consider it. Now, look. I think that if they don't do it, I think that might be. You know how deal or no deal.
Yeah.
They putting money in the envelope, and you don't know what's in the envelope. we know what's in the envelope. That envelope says we had to move on from Kevin Stefanski, even if it's not this at this moment after the game, but it will be on Black Friday.
To me, if he loses,
can I ask you a question, Bull, real quick?
Yeah.
In terms of how Stefanski handles this and McDaniels handles this, what would you do if I told you that AccuWeather is projecting up to 44-mile-per-hour winds on Sunday?
I did see that. It's supposed to rain too.
Oh, they
Sunday.
definitely running
Yes.
the ball.
Run it on every play. Let's get the
Remember
let's get the G. Bush Ohio University offense coming.
Remember that game we played with Deshaun where it was like December?
It was
something?
against the
And it
Saints.
was
It was
against the
Saints.
Saints. And
he threw it like a million times.
yeah, I was looking like, bro, what are we doing? Run the
No,
ball.
hold on, no.
So it's on record that they have messed it up before.
Can I get that stat line from Deshaun Watson in that game?
Yeah, hold on one sec. I got you.
You know they're going to run the ball a lot because
They
A-Chain is legit. I mean, he's really
gonna
good.
throw him swing passes. and all that. It's gonna-
They only got him and Waddle. That's
This is
it. Who else they
No,
got?
Waller. He just scored every game.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
he's
the game
playing well.
against New
Isn't
Orleans.
that wild? Back
Yes.
from retirement.
What do you guys think Deshaun's stat line was, the game against New Orleans?
I think he threw it 40 times, 42
No,
times.
he
He's
ain't
terrible,
terrible.
though.
No,
42.
I'm gonna say he probably went 12 for 25.
Nope.
For 147 yards.
19 for 39 for 77
40
yards.
plus.
Let me give you Andy Dalton's passing numbers, just so you have a reference. Andy Dalton went 8 for 15 for 92 yards.
For how many
8 of
yards?
15.
And the
It was
Saints
on.
won, right?
The
Yes.
Saints won
Kamara,
17-10.
Kamara have a big game or something?
Kamara had a good game, and
Yeah.
Njoku dropped a touchdown late that
Oh,
would have tied it.
yeah, I remember that.
Deshaun's stat line,
Yeah.
15 for 31
That's a shame.
for 135 yards and a pick.
Oh.
And by the way,
That's a shame.
it was literally negative
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, we
What
had-
did they? What was the running breakdown for the Browns?
Chubb had 24 carries for 92 yards, and Hunt had 7 carries for 8 yards.
All right, so they did run as much as it was 50-50, right?
34 rushes, 31 passes.
What-
All right, so they
what
did actually
But
run
New
more than.
Orleans, Rook, just for comparison, New Orleans had 41 rushes, 15 passes.
Yeah, I mean it should have been better. It should have been more close.
Should have
closer
been
to
like that game. Remember that game the Patriots and Bills played?
Oh yeah, the Patriots
And
threw
They
it
threw
like
the
5
ball
times.
3 times.
Yeah, they ran the ball.
Who was the
the
quarterback that?
Mac Jones.
Oh, it was
Jones.
Mac Jones. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I want to see the Army triple option.
This
Let's
game,
go.
it's gonna
Reverse
be
pivot.
The
the
Browns
weather.
don't even have a quarterback that can run.
The weather gonna be that bad, man.
We get a chance to see
It's
what
gonna be
Tua
a
is
fast
in the
game.
weather. I mean, I guess I can't say he played at Oklahoma. He played at UCF.
Who?
Not Tua, but Dylan Gabriel. We get an opportunity. He's JV Tua though. Like he's like that. Feel like that's what
He got
Lefty.
So we're gonna get a chance to see. This is gonna be crazy because now they're gonna be like, we can't catch his footballs anyway, and it's
Yeah.
40 mile an hour winds.
a lot of tunnels.
When's
So
the
we're
last
gonna
time
do-
two lefties played against each other?
First time since 2007, I think I seen that.
Really?
This is the first time. I'll give you a little teaser of my
Yeah.
stats for tomorrow. ESPN stole this stat from me. They actually quote tweeted me.
Oh,
It's the first time ever that two
Wow, they
Hawaiian
actually gave you
lefties.
credit.
congratulations!
First time
on your
two Hawaiian
success.
lefties are ever starting a game against each other.
Two Hawaiian lefties. What the 2007? The last time two lefties. Who were the lefties?
I think it's 2007.
You know, Mike?
Mark
Look it up. I only have two
Brunell
hands.
and
Hold on.
Michael Vick.
Was that what it was?
I don't know. I'm just
Could
guessing.
be.
It could be.
Brunell still around in 2007?
You ready for this? It was 2006.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's 1 year off.
Mike Vick was one of them.
Yeah.
I'll give you the team. See if you can guess the other lefty. The Buccaneers.
Luke McCown.
No.
No, I don't think he was a lefty.
Chris Sims.
Yep.
Yep.
Chris
That
Sims.
was Zach. Yep.
Wow, that's a nice pull
Yep.
time. This-
You know.
First
never
time in
mind,
19 years, a lefty versus lefty
impressive.
quarterback matchup.
Chris Sims was a lefty, even though his dad was a righty. I guess it's not
By-
that
by-
It doesn't have anything to do with your
By
parents.
the way, just put some respect on Andy Reid's name. His offense was crazy with McNabb. He goes and gets Michael Vick out of jail,
Yeah.
benches
Had
Kevin
that one big year.
Kevin Cobb and makes him an
God,
MVP.
Kevin Cobb.
He was like, he pulled up to the prison.
Yeah.
Like, let me get Mike Vick right quick. And came back out and he played one of the greatest seasons I've ever seen, headed by the game he played against the Washington former Redskins, and he came out there looking.
Talking about when he threw that post to Deshaun Jackson. I was watching that live. I said, "Oh my God!"
And he could still run.
And hit him in stride too.
Did you guys see the movie The Replacements, the football movie? Right.
Shane Falco.
Right, Shane Falco, Footsteps Falco. Who played at
Ohio State.
That's right. But do you remember when they got the guy they get out of prison who plays linebacker?
Yeah, Wilkerson.
That was like Michael Vick. Got him out of prison to help the Washington football team.